Hi,
Hello.
welcome back to MD Toys and Merch.
In today's video, we will be unboxing some amiibos we have collected over the past few months, which have come from all around the world. We are very excited to unbox the amiibos and share them all with you. This will be part one of a two-part series, so if you do enjoy today's episode, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on part two next week. Let's get to unboxing.
Alright, so first off, we've got Corin from the Super Smash Bros. Amiibos line. This guy we got from Japan. You can probably tell his box is a bit busted up. So in the secondhand store, this was like really cheap. I think it was only 900 yen, which at the time was about 9 Australian dollars. So we got him really good, but the box is beat up, but I don't collect in the box, so that's fine by me. I'd rather get a deal. Alright, let's crack into it. Notoriously not very good at opening up these Amiibo boxes. Alright, I think we've got him out. Alrighty, let's get him out of the plastic here. Put that over there. So here he is. This guy, Corin, is from the Fire Emblem series. Unfortunately, I've never actually really gotten into the Fire Emblem games. I do think it's a series that I would enjoy since I typically like JRPGs, but I've just never gotten around to trying them out. I really like this amiibo. I'm always a big fan of when they kind of look like the capes are flowing through the wind. I always think that's a really nice detail. And from memory, from playing Smash Bros, I think his sword is kind of based on a dragon. I think he might even be a dragon. I'm not too sure. If you're a big Fire Emblem fan, let me know more about this character. But I think it's really cool. I'm really glad I picked him up for a good price. There's also the female version of Corin, because I think in the game you can pick your gender. So in Smash Bros you can pick between male, which is this one, and female. Couldn't find female, so I still need the female version. But there we go, that's Corin. Alright, next up we have got Bayonetta. Again, Super Smash Bros. Line. Most of them are Super Smash Bros. Line. That's the series I'm trying to get them all for. This one still has its price sticker from when we went to Japan. We bought this one from a secondhand store. I'm not quite sure which secondhand store. It was nameless. It wasn't a book off. They had quite a few amiibo. This was the one I picked up. $17. The box is a bit beat up, but like I said before, I open them up anyway, so it's no big deal. I think that's why it's a little bit cheaper, because I think Bayonetta is a bit of a harder one to come by. I've also got the Bayonetta 2 version of Bayonetta. They released 2 amiibos for her, but she was loose. Also found her in Japan. If you're interested in seeing those amiibos and the ones we picked up in Japan loose as well, that won't be opened up in this video, make sure you check out our Japan haul video on our channel. Anyway, let's crack her open and see how she looks. Oh, she's desperate to come out. She's already flown out a bit. Here she is. I have played Bayonetta 1 and 2, and I actually did quite enjoy those games. I haven't played number 3 yet, but number 1 and 2 were really fun. I actually really enjoyed them when I played them. And like I said before, this is Bayonetta in her Bayonetta 1 outfit. I'm super duper impressed with the detail on this, all of the kind of strings. From memory, I actually think her outfit is her hair. So this is technically all her hair, and you can kind of see under here, I guess under the wings, you can kind of see the individual strands of her hair. I really like the detailing on the gun. One thing I'm not a big fan of is how her feet kind of come off the stand. There's a few amiibos that their stance is quite wide. They have to accommodate for how the renders are. And then that means they have to put in the stands and everything like that. But all in all, I'm really, really happy with this one. I think she'll look really nice next to the Bayonetta 2 one as well, so they match with each other.
So next up we have Daisy from the Super Smash Bros. Collection. Okay. All right. So we have Daisy here. She looks really colourful with all the different types of orange in her dress. It's incredibly detailed, all of the layers that come with her dress. Even just the frilling on the end and the puffed sleeves with those details on the back of the dress. Her gloves are also really shiny, and her facial expression is just so detailed for what it is. You can see here she's got little green earrings with a matching necklace. She's got her little crown on, and her hair is very detailed as well. She's also got bright orange shoes on, which are the same kind of orange as her dress up here and down the bottom. So that's a really nice touch that we have for the Daisy Amiibo from the Super Smash collection. Okay, next we have Squirtle from Super Smash Bros. And we have a really nice cabinet where we display all of our Amiibos that we have. If you're interested in seeing the full Amiibo collection that we have, let us know in the comments below and we can make a video on our whole entire Amiibo collection. We have lots of Amiibos, not just from the Super Smash Bros series, we have lots of other ones as well. That pop sound is always so satisfying when opening the Amiibos. Okay, here is Squirtle. I really like this Amiibo. It's quite heavy and quite chunky. So rather than having all of the small, fine details, it's just a lot of large details, which is really, really nice. He does have quite a thick and see-through stand here, holding him up by his shell, but I love the pastel blue color of Squirtle. He's got a really friendly smile on his face. The eyes are really detailed. You can see his little nostrils here and his little eyebrows, and he just looks really, really cute and really nice on his little stand.
All right, continuing on, we have Wolf, also from the Super Smash Bros. Collection. He was not in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, so he didn't initially get an Amiibo, even though he was in Brawl, but with Ultimate having everyone come back, he finally got an Amiibo. So really happy to add him to the collection, and then he can join Fox and Falco in the cabinet as well. All right, let's crack into him. Oh, Em's right. That popping is so satisfying. Here he is. He looks really, really nice. You can tell kind of with the later Amiibos, they really upped the production quality. But I mean, he's got the details on his shoes with the claws, the claws on his gloves. I don't know if it can really come up on camera, but even his clothing is kind of layered, I guess you could say. It's not just a flat kind of, how would you say, material. You can tell his jacket's kind of popping out and his scarf's got some depth there. He's got his eye patch, and I'm looking as well, there it is, and he's even got his blaster in there as well. It even has the little marking on his jacket at the back. It's so good. Like I say, for the price you pay for these figures, you get really high quality ones. Anyway, there's Wolf, again from Star Fox. I've played a fair few Star Fox games. I really like Star Fox 64, or as it's known here, it's called Lilet Wars instead of Star Fox 64. Really cool game. I think Fox is in there with the rest of his team. There's Wolf, very cool. Next up, one I am super excited for. I don't know if I've said it on the channel, but the Donkey Kong Country series of games is literally my favorite series of games. I was so excited when King K. Rool was announced to be joining the Smash Brothers roster. It still feels kind of surreal that he's in there. I absolutely love Donkey Kong Country. So awesome that he's in the game. I actually was out of the Amiibo collecting game when his Amiibo was released. And I don't know why I didn't at least just pick him up, but I'm glad I was able to rectify my decision now. So let's crack into him. I'm really excited to see how he looks out of the box. Oh, he's really in there. Oh man, he's a really, really hefty, chunky Amiibo, as you can tell from his size, I guess. Wow, I've actually super duper impressed. Again, it's not something that you can really pick up on the camera, but his cape is textured, which really threw me off, but you can kind of feel the ridges in his cape here. I was not expecting that. He's got his belly armor here, really shiny. Awesome. He's got his crown. They even got the detail of his bloodshot eye that he always has. I've always really loved his stance as well that they put for the Smash Bros. Render. He's also got a very, very small support here at the back on his left foot, but thankfully it's kind of hidden by his cape and just the general size of him. I'm really, really happy with this one, and I'm so super happy that I get to add him to the collection. And I'm also really happy that they went with the DKC1 design and they didn't go with Captain K. Rool or K. Roolenstein from DKC 2 and 3. Super cool with this one, super happy. Next up, we've got Richter from Castlevania. Also, of course, from the Super Smash Bros. Collection. You'll notice the stickers. This one's also from Japan. Another secondhand store. He was sitting in the cabinet, 1100 yen, about $11. So we picked him up. And honestly, even the box for this one is in really good condition. So I'm not quite sure why they had him so cheap, but I'm not complaining. No, I don't mind getting a deal on the Amiibos. But anyway, let's crack into him and see how he looks. Alrighty, awesome. Here he is. Wow, I'm really impressed with this one too. I feel like I'm a broken record repeating myself, but honestly, these have really impressed me with the level of detail on them. I remember when Amiibo first started coming out in late 2024, there were some that would come out and you'd be really unimpressed with how their faces looked or the finer details, and these later Amiibos, they really started getting it down. And it really shows. Even just the details here in Richter's whip and everything, super cool. I love the effect of what looks like the wind blowing in his little headband here. He's got his knife here. He's got all of his get up on. It's just really, really nice. You can even see some shading back here where he's kind of bending his back. He does have two little tiny supports at his feet, but they're not really too noticeable because they're clear. I'm really, really happy with this guy. Unfortunately, I haven't played any Castlevania games, so I'm not really attached to the franchise. Really impressed with Richter here. He looks like a really, really nice figure.
So these are all of the Amiibos that we unboxed in today's episode. Like we mentioned at the start of the video, this will be part 1 of a 2-part series. So make sure you stick around for part 2 next week, and also let us know in the comments below who your favorite Amiibo character is, and if we happen to have unboxed them in today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in part 2.
Bye!